Hello everyone, Regnilla here with another Monster Hunter video. For today's video, we're going to be doing something a bit different. I mentioned sometime back that I wanted to do egg quests. Just, get them out of the way, show you guys how I do them, and, just be done with it. They are horrible and god-awful, and whoever thought egg quests would be a good idea needs to burn in hell. Now, initially I wanted to do this in Freedom Unite, since I'm, doing a Freedom Unite series. But there are no egg quests to be had. And so I thought, why not do an egg quest that is mandatory? How else can you make an egg quest even worse than it just existing? Well, make it mandatory for the village quests. And so that's what we're going to do today in Generations Ultimate here. So I'm just going to go through a step-by-step method of how I do egg quests. I mean, granted, there are probably other ways to do them, but I just don't want to go through the trouble of researching and doing all that, so they're bad enough as it is. Let's not waste our time in just going through all these methods. I'm a very straightforward and simple person, so these steps, you can follow along at home. And so, step one in doing an egg quest is to not do the egg quest. Now that seems completely counterintuitive, but this is what I mean. Almost always an egg quest is going to have a large monster of sorts. In order to make your life a lot easier, you want to put the egg quest off until you're much further along in the game. So in this case, I have G rank Fatalis armor, so I'm thinking, okay, we're pretty good. We're good to go here. And so let me pull up my menu here, and the other thing I am bringing along with me are paintballs, and I didn't actually get them, but the other thing are going to be Mega Dash juices. So let me just go and hop into my my storage bin here and get them. Mega Dash juices will make it so your stamina is infinite for a short period of time, which will help tremendously. And now, the next thing is to see if we can get the skill Feline Lander. See, if we can get that, that will make our lives tremendously easy. And oh, here it is right here. So prevents stumbling when jumping down from high places. In egg quests, almost always you are going to have an egg or a powder stone that's going to be super heavy, and you're going to be stumbling along, and if you so much as stub your toe, you're going to drop the egg or powder stone and it's going to break or blow up in your face. Feline Lander allows you to jump off cliffs with these fucking things and act like nothing ever happened. And so this will allow us to take a massive shortcut. And I always love these little tidbits with the felines and them making tasty food for us to eat. Okay. And Rider and Lander. Excellent. Okay, so the next place I'm going to go to is Kokuto Village. And again, I don't know why this is a mandatory quest. It's, whoever thought this was a good idea needs to burn in hell. And so we're going to go over here. This quest is not going to be made available right away, but you will bump into it later on. I've been mainly doing stuff online in Generations Ultimate, so I haven't done a whole lot of the village stuff. So this is a perfect opportunity. It just so happened that the timing could not have been more perfect. I probably just passed it up here. Alright, so Hunathon, okay, Hungry Eyes. Okay, after a bit of searching and completely missing the point here, I keep thinking that these quest lists, depending on the location, is completely different, but no, it turns out everything's just batched in together, and it's just annoying. So it's actually in the level 3 quest. So into the Wyvern's Den, deliver 2 Wyvern. Oh god, this oh my god, this is gonna suck. All right, and so yeah, we're gonna go into here, get these Wyvern eggs, and destroy anything that gets in our way. So this quest is pretty straightforward, but oh my god, it sucks. So the next thing that you're gonna want to do is grab your map, and okay, some rations too, and the next step is to plan your route. Now that doesn't seem like much. I mean, like you're just going from one place to the other. But in this case, for whatever reason, the game likes to dick with you. It will block off sections of the map that you can no longer use to make it, quote, more challenging. So let's just, let me see if I can't find an example here. Alright, so got a Velociprey right there. Actually, it's not looking like this area is very blocked off. In most other egg quests, you'll find that there are sections blocked off, usually by a big boulder of some kind. Alright, I guess it's not. Alright. Hi, Bullfango. I'm going to be piecing out here. So, the route I'm going to take, or at least attempt to take, is going to be from Area 5, where the egg is at, to Area 6, to Area 2, and then to Area 1. Oh, that's Area 9. Don't want to go there. And with any luck, the section from Area 6 to Area 2 will not be blocked off. Because if it was blocked off, it'd be kind of weird to do that. But, you know, not totally out of character for a series like this. I mean, in most cases, you are not going to be able to get through Area 6 with an egg anyway, so it's not going to make much of a difference here. Alright, looks like I have access to Area 6. Great. Now I'm going to climb up here and then get into Area 5 that way. Another tip, and especially if you're doing these quests online, is you want to do these quests when you have a group of friends with you, or just if you're hunting with someone else. One of the worst things about these quests are doing them alone, and they're just awful. Okay, the Astalos. I think I'm pronouncing that right. So this is our main baddie. If he sees you with an egg, he will attack you, and if you're carrying the egg, he will constantly follow you from area to area. So, in cases like this, the best option is just to kill it. So let's give this guy a rude awakening and just ruin his day. And I should probably point out that there are some egg quests that are not going to give you a time limit of 50 minutes. Some of them are gonna be 30 instead, and this is more recommended for quests with 50 time limits. So not recommended if this is 30 or below. Odds are that it's probably not going to be below 30 minutes, but you never know. Alright, let's get rid of this guy here. He shouldn't last very long because this is a village rank monster. This guy's even lower than quest low ranks. So this guy should not be an issue at all, especially with the weapon and armor I'm sporting. Fatalis armor, once again, and the and my weapon is a Lao Shanlong longsword. So I'm really not messing around with this guy, and for good reason, because goddamn these quests suck. And so I'm gonna try to get on him, and with any luck, that shouldn't be an issue, but you never know. Okay, there goes his. Oh no, that just snapped him out of whatever he was in at the moment. I thought I broke his horn. That would have been nice. Hey, he dropped a shiny, which I'm not going to get, and that's probably going to mess with some of you watching. Oh my god, it's a shiny. You should pick it up. Ignore everything and get the shiny. No, that's not a good thing to do. I'm kind of taking a gamble here whether or not he is actually invulnerable and can't be killed. So that's something you always want to find out. Can the monster that's going to be chasing you be killed or not? That's I'd say pretty important. What is he doing? Oh, he's taking he's grabbing a snack. So yeah, this might seem like a bunch of minutia, but believe me, it will help you a lot in the long run. it gives a big sense of panic and fear, knowing that there is a huge monster chasing you and you literally cannot do anything about it. So I just want to get the preemptive and just get rid of this guy. That way I don't have him on my back forever and a half, especially if there's going to be 2 eggs for me to grab. I mean, 1 is bad enough, but 2? Ugh. Okay. Oh. Okay, my cat's own bomb blew me up, but thankfully this is not Freedom Unite, so I don't take damage from my feline's mistakes, which, good, because I'm still having flashbacks to Natalie, and I think that was my very first Freedom Unite playthrough, where she would just blow me up constantly. I keep thinking I'm going to get stunned, but nope. And he's down again. Should just activate Unhinge. Oh, no, he's dead. Okay. So that makes this next part much easier. Getting rid of the large monster is going to be incredibly helpful. And so, usually, if I didn't have Feline Lander, my next bit of advice for you would be to grab the egg and then immediately drop it. Because the egg, grabbing that first egg is in fact a trigger that will change a bunch of things. So it, most notably, it changed what monsters are around. So you saw a couple Bullfangos, you saw a couple Velociprays, but once you get that egg, everything will change. New monsters will spawn in, and okay, that is not the, wait, this should be it, actually. Right? There it is. So this is my running speed right now. It is incredibly slow and not helpful whatso freaking ever. But thankfully, since I have Feline Lander, I don't have to worry about too much, I don't think. Alright, looks like there's still just Moss Swine over here. So we are fine, we are in the clear. But as soon as we get into Area 2, we're probably going to have some trouble. So, going back to that other advice that I have, that I'm actually kind of ignoring right now since I'm so close to Area 1, is once you activate that trigger, you want to kill everything repeatedly. So let me see. Alright, it looks like there's just Vespoid over here, so it's probably not going to be too bad. So, even though new monsters could spawn in, they're still limited by a number of spawns. So if you, let's say, have an area that's initially filled with Velociprey, grab the egg, go back, and it's now filled with Bullfangos, kill all the Bullfangos, leave the area, and go back in, and keep killing them until either one is left, or there's just none spawning anymore. Because if that happens, then there's a lot less monsters to deal with. Because that just makes things so much worse, knowing that you have to deal with monsters too on top of everything else. You have this big egg that you have to lumber your way over to the delivery box while being chased by a large monster, and then all these other little monsters trying to take chunks out of your legs. Oh, and as we see, new monster spawned in. So delivering that egg actually triggered a new event. So now with that first egg in, we got all these little guys coming out, and this is gonna make things a bit more difficult. And probably the same thing for an Area 2 as well. Let's take a look here. Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna go back and forth from Area 1 to Area 2 and try to get rid of... Okay, actually they're not spawning in anymore. Alright. Let me see if I can't get an example of this though. That'd be nice. But I also want to double check. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, okay. I thought this... Okay. I thought the entrance to the next area was blocked off. I saw this this edge right here, and it looked like a solid wall. That would have sucked. Okay. Weapon power decreased. Oh well. So I'm going to go back and forth here. There's probably some new stuff in Area 6 too. Let's just take a peek. And there's no moss swine whatsoever, but it looks like the I think the entrance in the next area is a-okay. Again, there's no real reason to block that that entrance off, mainly because most people aren't gonna think, oh, you can use feline lander to cheese your way through this. All right, and it only looked like there was just the one spawn. Oh, actually, let me just double check. I think I saw a Velociprey there. Yep. Oh, actually, they might be on a timed spawn limit too. So there might be stuff back in over in Area 1. Having two felines with you can be helpful as well, since odds are they will fight things trying to fight you while you're holding the precious egg. So let's try this again. I don't think I could go up that way though. That's unfortunate. I have to go through this roundabout way. This is the original layout in the since the first Monster Hunter game, so everything's a little bit weird. Like design choices for the forests and hills, or verdant hills in this game, is kind of wonky. You got some areas that are great to fight in, like let's say you got Area 5. That's a nice place to hunt, but then you have Area 9 and Area 6, the worst places to be seen fighting a monster. And also bear in mind that your Mega Dash juice is limited, so I haven't been keeping track of how much time has passed since I took the Mega Dash juice, so it could wear off on me while I'm holding this egg, which that would suck. Alright, there's Vespoid in Area 6 now, but that's not going to make a dang difference since I have the egg. I know exactly where I'm going, and I'm going to waddle my way to base camp like hell. I wouldn't be surprised if the game just threw a goddamn rock in my way just to screw with me. Alright, looks like I'm in the clear over here. Alright, and the cats are back, but last time there was 3, this time there are 2. So just give them kind of a wide berth, and you should be fine. The Melinxes aren't particularly aggressive, so they a lot of times if you're far enough away, they'll just hiss at you. But always keep an eye on them. You never know when they're gonna try to do something funny. But then again, that goes the same with any monster in quests like these. Alright, and that basically does it. Be sure not to accidentally roll while you are holding the egg, otherwise you will drop and break it. Okay, so that was basically egg quests. They are a massive pain in the ass, so let me go over the steps one more time. Do these quests later on when you have better equipment, so better armor, better weapons. That way, you can take on the large monster that's likely going to be chasing you during the quest. Next thing is, if you have the ability to get Feline Lander, take it. You never know when that will come in handy. And make sure you have Mega Dash juices. Always keep your stamina at peak physical condition, that way you're not running out. Because if you run out, then you drop the egg and bad stuff happens. Next thing, make sure you plan your route. Some areas are blocked off with rocks, especially depending on what game you're playing. And once you planned your route and you've dealt with the large monster chasing you, grab the egg and immediately drop it. That way it causes the game to raise a trigger. That way it changes what monsters spawn in. And if you're doing a quest that, like this one that requires multiple eggs, if you get that first one, then make sure you're aware of what new monsters spawn in. And when they do, go ahead, kill them all, leave the area, go back, kill them again. Make sure you keep doing this until they are just about non-existent. That clears a path for you to take the egg to the base camp as safely and securely as possible. But yeah, that's basically my advice for these quests. Like I said before, these quests are god-awful. They are horrible, and again, the guy that thought this would be a good idea needs to go to hell. So anyways, those were egg quests. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in any of my other content, be sure to hit on one of those annotations that will be featured at the end of this video. Or if you want to support the channel and you like these little tidbits of advice that I give you, subscribing is a big help as well. I do look at that number on occasions, and I get a little excited every time it even goes up by 1 sub. But anyways, that's going to do it for me, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Take care, people.